Got a new toque on tonight. Winter coat. It's cold. I'm being blinded by the light here. It's only 3 degrees tonight. It's 11 o'clock. Yeah, 11 o'clock. Had a rough day. I woke up early this morning. My dog's freaking out. I thought maybe my phone was here. Nope. So, I don't remember what time it was. Early afternoon, I think. Yeah, I think it was early afternoon. And Pura later showed up with my new phone. So I got my new phone today. That's when it began. Every time I got a new phone, I get it from the Rogers Center, and they put a new SIM card in it, and they set it up for me, and lead me to transfer all my data to it, download all the apps again. Well, the advantage of me getting it and doing it myself, I use the same SIM card. I just take it out of one phone, put it in the other, and all my apps and everything, poof, they're just magically there. All the settings, well, most of the settings are the same. Sounds pretty easy, doesn't it? Turns out it wasn't. So, I start up the new phone, and goes through the initial setup. Most of you probably already know this anyways. Goes through most of the early setup, and then you sync it with the old phone. You set it beside it, and it just kind of transfers the data between the two. That's how it's supposed to work. So I started. It said it will take a few minutes depending on the amount of content that's being transferred. A few minutes. I can handle that. Well, a few minutes turned into 54 minutes, then 3 hours, then 6 hours, then 8 hours, and then it just disconnected. I said I can't remember exactly how it was worded. To continue transfer, move the phones closer together or something. Well, I can't get them any closer together. If they were any closer, they'd be inside each other. So I online, after a while, nothing changed, so I went online searching all the different solutions. I had this one. It was a lady with a very, very strong Indian accent. I could barely understand what she was saying. And there was text on the screen, but the text was very poorly translated, I guess you could say. It wasn't much better than what I was hearing, but I understood enough to understand what I needed to do. So turn off the old phone. Not turn off, stop the transfer. Turn the Wi-Fi off for at least 30 seconds. Turn it back on. If that doesn't fix the issue, then turn the phone off and turn it back on. Well, I did both. Problem is, this video didn't explain how to restart the transfer. It didn't restart automatically. So I was like, so I had to start over again. Same thing. It wouldn't continue. So another one of the options was to use iTunes. So I decided to go that route, because the phone's connected directly to the computer. There's nothing to transfer through the air, so that would work better, right? So put the SIM card back in my old phone, installed iTunes. I usually have iTunes in my computer anyways for other reasons, but since I restarted it, I haven't put it in yet. So I did that. It was an update. I ignored the update because I don't have the time to wait for it. Backed up my phone, put the SIM card back in the new one, hooked it up to the computer. It wouldn't recognize the phone. Unspecified error. Oh. So more online searching. Turns out I couldn't transfer from my old phone because I was using iOS 10 and that particular feature needs 11 at least. And 11, I think, is the one that I was avoiding because of the tracking app crap. I had to install that. More time. Well, it kind of worked. It still didn't solve the problem, so it's like, oh. Back to iTunes. Installed the update failed. Uninstalled iTunes, which takes just as long as installing, by the way. Went to iTunes website and downloaded the most recent copy version. Don't have to worry about updates, it's already there. Installed it. It worked. Oh. Initially, I was happy because, like I said, it's an iPhone SE. Sorry about that. And I think there's a setting in here that automatically turns it on when I move it. Of course, now it's not going to happen. See? It just kind of automatically comes on, so I don't like that. That'll wear my battery out. I'm driving on the monster bouncing around. I don't want it coming on. So, I gotta find that setting and turn it off. So, I had no idea what size this was because it didn't give an indication of dimensions or anything on the Rogers website. And it just keeps coming on. The reason I went with the SE is because it was the cheapest. It was the lowest monthly payment. I kind of explained that already. Because adding this onto my regular monthly payment brings me up to $100 a month, which is ridiculous. But I have to have a phone. So that was the cheapest. That's why I went with that. And when I saw it today, I'm looking at it. I was like, that doesn't look. I didn't want a really big phone. I don't want a big bulky phone. So I got looking and it's the coming on again. Get rid of that glare. It's the same size. There, now you can see. It's the same size as my old phone. Except obviously thinner because this one's swollen big time. But I looked in there, it's like, okay, camera's in the same place. All the buttons are in the same place. So that means I won't have to get a new phone case, protector case with the belt clip. I won't have to get a new one of those because I can use the old one. Well, no I can't. And the reason for that is, I don't know if you can tell, but the camera is it's probably blurry, but the camera is actually a little bit lower on the new one and a little bit wider, a bigger diameter. So that kind of messed things up. Plus the home button's different. On the old one it's recessed, and this one it's flush. So case wouldn't fit. It'll fit in there. The camera will work. I tried it. You can see past the case, so that's not an issue. The issue is with the home button being flush, the case is pushing down on it, so it's constantly pushed down, and it ain't gonna work. So I gotta get a new case, which brings me to Amazon. I still haven't replaced the hard drive. I'm waiting to get my YouTube money on the 21st, which is... today's the 18th, so 3 days from now. Probably 4 days, because it's not always deposited. It doesn't always show up in my account the day it's deposited. It could take a day or two. So I'm getting kind of desperate for that, because I noticed that the external hard drives on Amazon are now like 3-4 times the price they used to be. The one that I have waiting in my shopping cart is still the same price. Say the same price it was when I looked at it last month. I need to buy it before the price goes up on it. I'm so worried about that, because if it goes up to $400 like the other ones, I can't get it. I'm done. I won't be able to get any more hard drives. They're just too expensive now. So, stuck with 13 instead of 14. But I really do need it. I need it really bad. And it's going to be a long 4 days waiting for it. So, that's not the end of my day. Now that I got a new phone, I gotta put my password in, all the apps and everything, because, to prove it's me. So, in preparing to get my YouTube money, I tried to look at my bank app, because I just want to make sure if it shows up early or something. That would be a nice... Holy crap! That would be a nice surprise. I just realized that's my new phone. Okay, I don't know how it landed, but the front's not scratched, the back's not scratched, and there's no scuffs on the corner. Okay, that's going straight into my pocket, so that doesn't happen again. That's all I need to do. Destroy my phone the day I get it. Okay. Locked in my pocket, it ain't going anywhere. It's been one of those days, guys. So, I got my new phone number. I updated my phone number at the bank, and I assumed that transferred to the web app. Nope. I didn't realize at the time. I tried to access on my computer. I normally don't do my banking on the computer. I use my phone for that. This is quicker and easier. So I try to log in. Got my bank card number and my password, and I have to prove who I am. They want to send a text to my phone, but they've got my old phone number. I can't change my phone number unless I log in. I can't log in because they're sending the confirmation code to my old phone number. It's like, huh. So I figured it needed some time to migrate from the bank to the web app, and that's all. I just ignored it, and like I said, I didn't use it anyway, so I just ignored it. Well, apparently the same thing happens with the phone. Because now, new phone to new accessing from a new device, they want me to prove I am who I am, so they want to send a confirmation code to my old phone number. So I called tech support for Toronto Dominion Bank, and they got a really long recording that I gotta listen to and eventually get to talk to somebody. But before I get to talk to somebody, there's a minimum 20-minute wait. Okay, so I waited 25 minutes. I had to use the washroom. I wasn't going to take the phone in with me because I know as soon as, Well, Toronto Dominion, how may I help you? Excuse me a moment. So, I had to hang up. Come back, try again. Waited another 25 minutes. Finally got through. And he had to give me a temporary password to log in with so that I can change my phone number. Got that working. It didn't transfer to my phone app. So, of course, I got locked out of my account from repeated failed attempts at signing in. Back to the computer, reset with a new password, uninstalled the app from my phone, reinstalled it. It worked. That's settled. I thought that was it for today until I come out here and drop my new phone. So I had to come out. I don't want to go out tonight, but I had to come out because I gotta get this out of the house before it catches fire, explodes, or whatever. I just want to get it out of the house. So, garbage night tonight, recycling night tonight, so it's a perfect night to come out and do all that. Get everything done at once. I'm afraid to go out. The way things are going, I'm afraid to take the monster out. But I'm going to. Because I need a break. I'm too old to deal with all of this technological crap. I hate this time of year. I hate it. Issue after issue after issue. It just never ends. And it's eating at me. It's really having its toll. Taking its toll. I just need a break. So, thankfully right now the monster is still working. And has its issues, but at least it's working. And I can get out and get some fresh air. Very, very crisp fresh air tonight. I can say it's only 3 degrees. Well, I think that's it. I don't think I had anything else to talk about. There was one other thing, not important to talk about, but when I finally got through to the tech guy, he had an Indian accent as well, but he was very understandable. It wasn't a strong accent, but he was very, very muffled. Kind of like I was talking, kind of like, I bet you had, I just thought about it, I bet you had a face mask on. I just thought about that. It's probably why I couldn't hear what he was saying. Yeah, he's giving me my password and he's saying the numbers. L as in Larry, M as in Michael, going on. And I swear he said A as in reserve. Huh? I asked him to repeat it. He repeated it. It sounded like the same thing. So I told him, I says, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time understanding. I said, you're very muffled. And I told him, I said, it sounded like you just said A as in reserve. Well, he said K as in kite. I don't know. But anyways, as he's talking, the scanner goes off. It just as he come on the line. So I asked him, wait a second, I had to turn it down because it was so loud. And I swear I heard the dispatcher say public health emergency or event or something.
Attention flight fire. Please attend 40319 Winthrop Road. That's 40319 Winthrop Road for a public hazard event. Our caller has flooded the line in his oil stove. There is no smoke or flame visible at this time. Caller is concerned as they cannot find their fire extinguisher and are worried a fire will commence. Again, that's 40319 Winthrop Road for a public hazard. Again, no smoke or flame visible. Caller has flooded the line of his oil stove and cannot find his fire extinguisher.
So now my ears perk up. It's like, what? So I enter listening to him and listening. I was such bad timing. So I'm guessing somebody has an oil burning stove, like a heater. Because like I say, it's cold tonight, so they're probably firing up their heater. Flooded the oil line. And they're kind of concerned because they're anticipating a fire and they couldn't find their fire extinguisher. So I imagine they're panicking pretty good. I don't know exactly what that means. I have no experience with oil furnaces or oil stoves, so I'm not exactly sure what flooding the line means and how dangerous that could be, but I'm listening to this while I'm trying to do everything else. It was bad. I had to actually turn the volume off so I could stop listening to it. So once I realized, it's not like a transport truck with hazard materials rolled over or anything like it sounded. Public health event or a public health emergency or situation. I can't remember how she put it, but it's like, huh? I've never heard that before. So, anyway, I'll leave on a happy note. So what I'm going to do when I go out, I don't know. I'm going to go to Timmy's. I'm going to get my first free copy. And if the bumper light works on the Monster, I'm going to go for a short tour. I don't expect to be out long. I'm going to go for a short tour. If it doesn't work, then I'll probably just come straight home. I don't know. But I will find out when I get out there, I guess. Or before I get out there. We'll see what happens. Oh, excuse me. Wow. I am so glad I went out tonight. One 30-second encounter has completely erased all the problems of today. I was so impressed. I was amazed. Absolutely amazed. Grabbed my Timmies, went across the street and sat up on top of the hill. I had a smoke and just enjoyed the peace. Bumper light didn't come on. I decided to go for a bit of a drive anyways. So I went through downtown. I went down the windy trail and decided to stop at the boat launch. So I get down there, and the brake wasn't holding, so I just kind of moved back and forth a couple times till it finally locked in place. It's cold, so it doesn't want to work properly, I think. But I'm sitting there, and the river is steaming. That's how cold it is out tonight. The river was steaming. And I'm pretty sure my overhead camera is not going to pick that up. So I'm playing with the switch, trying to get the bumper light to come on, hoping it will come on so you can actually see that in the video. And I see something move. So I'm parked there on the concrete slab, the water's in front of me, and we got the wooden wall beside me. And just beyond the wall, that's where I saw something move. I'm sitting there watching, and there's the heron. It comes out from behind the wall and starts walking towards me. It's like 10 feet away, if that. I'm just watching it, and I'm talking to it. He's coming towards me. He's not... It's like he wasn't fearful of my voice. So I'm just kind of watching it. I was thinking, you're not going to attack me, are you? Because it's getting closer and closer. And I'm in awe that I'm that close, and it's not flying away. Like, it can hear me. I don't think it can see me because it was blinded by the light over my head. But it can hear me, hear my voice. I was talking to it. And it just got to the point where it's like, okay, he looks like he's going to attack. So I moved my hand. Gone. That made up for the whole day. That made up for everything that's gone wrong today. That was just awesome. That's exactly what I needed tonight. So I'm so glad I went out now. Not to mention I have a fresh copy. One of my freebies, my first one. So it would have been nice to feel a little bit warmer out, but that's okay. I'll take it. There's no snow on the ground. It's not below freezing, so I'll take it for now, I guess. Wearing my new toque. No green on it. No holes in my head tonight. So I guess that's it. So I get to leave this video on a happy note. Thanks for watching, guys.